Hello, this is Sean Matthews for week three. Or is it four? Week three in algorithms and data structures. This week we were introduced to stacks. I, of course, am trying to continue using Python and working with this one here. Stacks is a very simple concept to get into. I know what it's doing, what it wants to do, but I'm just having more basic issues than that of like trying to get things to be defined properly and then being able to use the function calls correctly and everything. So having a little struggle in this regard. But as you can see, I've done a lot of different things, a lot of videos I was trying to follow and whatnot. But for my stack, I've done a couple different ones in here. For example, this one here, I'm using the DQ. Somebody was saying that you have to use the DQ for things. So I kind of followed along kind of the way that they define things. This one here, when you run it, you will... I will learn Python, period, into a stack, and then I popped everything out of the stack. So it printed everything in reverse order here. I will learn Python, but I don't think we wanted to use the DQ, but I think DQ is how they want you to use it in Python, or DEC, or however they pronounce it. But I went ahead and changed things around. I decided to try to go back into the week 2 homework assignment that we had. Kind of had along that lines. Using a loop. So inside of here for this program, I call it stack, written by me. I just updated today's date. This program will take X amount of integers, however many you want, and then print the values. It will then pop all the values and then print each element and throw them into a new stack that I called rev stack for reverse stack. So it's kind of like almost like a slinky. You got everything rolling into something, and then you're popping it out to go into a different thing in reverse order. Kind of like a slinky going down the stairs is the kind of the way I picture it in my head. But inside of here you can see this was for me trying to test things, so that's actually not needed. But import random, because of the randomizer, I had to import time, because I'm still having trouble getting my timer to... I apparently have my timer closed. Getting my timer to work as was defined. So I'm having a little bit of trouble with that kind of stuff. Maybe that's something that can be addressed later. Get some help from somebody on that. So I went ahead and made a stack, empty list, or empty stack, rev stack, made sure it was empty as well. Inside of here, I said for I in range 0, using, well, this one here happens to be 100,000. I'll back that out because it's probably a little bit too much. Let's do 10,000. Values between 0 and 1,000,000. I said print the stack value I, and then I went ahead and appended I to the stack. Looking online, reading about how to push things like that. A lot of places there, when there are a lot of videos on stack and Python, they keep saying use append, even though I have used push on some other file in here somewhere, like right here. I've used push. After it's done that, it'll basically load up. It will load up the stack called stack, and then I will go ahead and do the reverse on it. I will do for I in range of said stack -1. Go ahead and do a pop on them. So it's going to start at the last one that got entered, which one will be the first out, henceforth the last in first out method. Then I said I was going to print it out just so I can see the value, and I want to append it to the new list, the new stack. Here's part of my end time. Up higher, I have my start time. Again, maybe I can get some help on trying to get this here to work right so I can call the functions instead of me having to utilize it this way. And then, of course, I'll print it, rounding the time out into seconds, and then rounding it out to minutes just so you can see how long that took. But if we run this here real quick, you can see it's running the stack values. I'm doing, what, 10,000? And then it does the rev stack of, well, I set the limit of rev stack to 100,000, but as you can do, you can change it to whatever you want. And then it will give you the total time. Oh, actually, I gotta set these equal, don't I? Let's try this here again. Just to clear that out. And then I'll run. So it's creating here the stack values. Now it's creating the reverse stack values. And then it tells you how many seconds you've waited and how much time that is in minutes. It creates everything in the stack value. I tested this out by cutting out the rev stack. It'll do the stack and then do the rev stack on it when I do the pop. And that's pretty much it that I have for stack. And thank you for watching.